everyone, I'm Kasey and today I'm here with the Triple C Camp rabbit Einstein. Einstein is the smartest rabbit in the whole entire world. He's a super sweet boy and we love having him here at camp and coming and visiting him and feeding him and taking him for walks during the day. So some of you may have rabbits, some of you may have cats, some of you may have dogs, horses, chickens. We have lots of different animals here, and just like you may have different animals as well. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about how to care for rabbits, so that if you do have a rabbit or you're thinking of getting one, you know kind of what's involved with looking after them. So Einstein, he gets fed and watered every day. It's really important that during the summertime we make sure that he has plenty of water. Einstein definitely likes to keep hydrated, so we like to give him 2 bottles of water every day so that he can stay hydrated. And then in the winter time, it's really important to keep an eye on his water to make sure it isn't freezing. He also lives on hay and a pelleted food. So with the pelleted food, that has lots of different things in it that helps with keeping him nice and healthy. So in the pelleted food, there may be like some hay, there's some nutritional supplements, there's carrots, different things broken up into those pelleted feeds that then he will eat during the day. In the wild, rabbits use like the grass and different plants and stuff to eat when they're not obviously a house pet. So it's really important that we make sure he has enough forage in his shelter. So that's what I mean by forage is hay. And so that helps with keeping his teeth down, because rabbits' teeth naturally continuously keep growing. So by putting roughage in their diet, it helps grind their teeth down so that they're not going to get too sharp as well. Einstein also loves sweets, so he enjoys having carrots and apples and some different kind of vegetables. It's really important when we're feeding our rabbits different foods, whether it's like carrots or apples, that they're in just small amounts, because that generally isn't in their natural diet if they're in the wild. So we'll give Einstein like an apple every now and then. They're quite sweet and high in sugar, so again, we just break it up and give him maybe like a quarter of an apple. But things like leafy greens and carrots are the more vegetable type foods he really enjoys, and we can definitely give him a little bit more of that along with his hard pelleted food and the hay that he has in his cage. He also has, so in his cage, which we can take a look at later, he has a back section kind of where he sleeps at night, and it's nice and enclosed so that if he was feeling scared or there were other animals out at night, he's got a space that he can kind of hide in or keep nice and warm in the winter time. And we fill that with lots of hay that he can actually burrow into, as rabbits do like to burrow into the ground and spaces like that, so that gives him the chance to do that there. We then have in the front of his cage, he has some like different sticks that he can chew on, a mineral block, his food bowl, water, and a couple of other fun things in there. Einstein loves to go for walks around camp. So we have a cool little harness that we can put on him and take him for little adventures around, let him eat some grass and get some fresh air out in an open space. So we're actually going to take him for a walk a little later on. When holding a rabbit, as you can see, Einstein's kind of nice and close to me right now. I'm supporting him underneath his back legs. When you're holding a rabbit, they like to feel support on their back legs, and when we do that, therefore then they're not going to like push their legs around as much and scuttle. And I have him nice and close to my chest, so you can see he's feeling nice and relaxed right now. His ears are pricked, he's got nice breathing, and he is happy and feeling loved. Some other things that I like to do with Einstein is groom him as well. So we have a fun little grooming kit that we can use to look after Einstein's coat and his nails. Every few weeks or months, depending on how fast they grow, we will actually trim Einstein's nails to keep them a little bit shorter. In the wild, they would be, running around a lot more in spaces and digging some more, so therefore their nails would keep a little shorter. So we just help Einstein keep them back by trimming them every now and then. It's kind of like our nails. We want to make sure we only cut a little bit off, because if we cut them too far back, that actually can be a little bit uncomfortable for them. But he had his nails cut not long ago, so right now they're looking pretty good, but you can kind of see his back legs here. He's got his little claws that we would cut, and then we'd do the front as well. But what we're actually going to do now is we're going to give him a little brush, and then we're going to take him for a little walk and let him have a little bit of a stretch and move around. So I'm going to grab the grooming box, and then we'll be right back to give him a little brush. So in my grooming box, I have a little brush that we like to use on Einstein. It's got very thin little bristles little wire bristles. They're not too hard or anything like that, and we're going to gently use that on his body. So right now I've changed the direction of how Einstein's sitting. So again, I've still got him nice and close to me. He's got his bottom supported as he's sitting on my legs. And he's gonna say hi to everyone and have a nice relaxing brush. So when we're brushing, we want to just kind of go with how his fur coat goes. So his fur coat actually moves towards me. So we're just going to start on the side and gently brush down. It's a good thing to, you know, groom your rabbits if you have them as a pet. A few reasons for that is, number one, it can be really relaxing for them, and it also helps with blood circulation. But another thing that's really important is it means you can also check over your rabbit to make sure they haven't got any cuts or any, you know, ticks or anything like that. As you all know, going into the summertime, ticks love to come out, and so it's good to just check them for ticks or any little bites or anything that doesn't look quite normal on him. Also, some rabbits also have longer coats than Einstein, so sometimes it's important to give them a bit of a brush and help them. Naturally, rabbits groom themselves. Their tongue's a little bit different to ours, and so it's a little bit more rough, which helps with grooming them. Kind of like cats clean themselves, rabbits do the same thing. But every now and then, to give them a little brush, they enjoy. And Einstein enjoys a little brush. I'm just going to be very gentle over the top of his head here, making sure that I avoid going near his eyes with the brush. And just put them all over his body. And if you have a rabbit, it's really important to make sure that you're checking them every day, you're checking their food and their water. And another really important part of having a rabbit is also keeping their cages clean, okay? We want to make sure that, you know, we're changing if they, you know, so rabbits poop differently. Einstein likes to poop into a bucket in the corner, which is nice and easy for us with cleaning, but some rabbits also like to poop in their hay and things like that. So it's really important that you're cleaning them out, you know, regularly if you can, every day or every other day, so that he isn't, or your rabbit isn't necessarily, you know, sleeping and living in their own poop and wee and things like that. So it's really important that you're doing that to keep them safe and keep the flies down as well, especially in the summertime. How do you like that, Einstein? Oh, I love it. It's fantastic. Feeling super relaxed, and I'm ready to go for a walk. Okay, so now we've given Einstein a little brush. We're actually going to put his little harness on and take him for an adventure. We hope you guys had fun learning about Einstein and how to care for rabbits today. We're just going to enjoy a little walk down here on the lower field and let him have a stretch and eat some grass. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If not, have a fantastic time and give your pets a big hello here from Triple C. And have a great day.